Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with a layout that I made for my series with my good friend Daisy Meggy. So I will leave a link below to her video and so that you can go on over and check it out as well. So you will have seen the layout that we are lifting, and that is from Zinnia, and it is a very simple and fun layout. I take my inspiration for this layout and totally change it, and it becomes definitely a Crafty Meggy layout. So you can see I have 3 photos that I am using, and she actually only used one teeny tiny photo on her layout, and so my layout is going to be completely different. And what I decided to do is I'm going to use these circles from the Paige Evans Fancy Free collection, and here I am using my July kit. So you can see that I am going to kind of keep the same idea that she did, but I'm going to change it up. I was also doing a Secret Not Secret Kit Club challenge, which was to use embossing powder. So I was thinking I would emboss all the way around these circles, but then I kind of was like, well, maybe I should just stamp instead, because it kind of turns into this disaster and I have to totally change my idea. So I pulled out that, what is that, dauber, the sponge dauber, and I was thinking I could ink the edge with this ink pad, because this is like a glue pad or something that you can use for embossing inks or embossing powders. So instead of doing that, I totally should have just done that. I decided to just kind of rub the glue on there and just kind of do a circular shape. You can see here, it does not turn out. So I am just going to rub off all of this embossing powder and throw it away. So that just does not work out. I am going to try my hardest to make this blue sheet of paper work, because I don't think I had another one, or at least I have no idea where I put them in my stash. So I was kind of bummed that I kind of ruined the top of this paper, but I am going to try to pull off all of this glue, and it's just not going to work out. So in the end, I'm going to show you a little bit of what I do. This is the same idea that I'm going to kind of stick with on my actual layout, but at first I was thinking I was going to use these ink stamps, or the Ink Road stamps that are these circles, and so I'll just kind of show you what I do here. I'm using this brown embossing powder. I don't remember who it's from, but I'm just going to use that, and I'm going to heat emboss these circles, and they do turn out pretty good, and I really like them. So I did actually keep this piece of paper just to use on a different project. So I'm just heat embossing these, because that was our challenge with the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, was to use embossing powders or to create some kind of texture on our background. Okay, now you can see here that I decided to cut off the excess part of that blue paper and keep the polka dotted pattern paper and a little bit of the blue showing on that left side. So now I've just pulled out a white piece of cardstock from close to my heart, and I lost the circle that went up in the left-hand corner, so I don't know what I did with it. I could not find it, so I just decided to add this greenish one. I wasn't too happy with the color, but that's what I had left, so I just went with it. And now you can see here, I am deciding, okay, I am just going to do what Zinnia did and use my watercolors. So I pull out these cheapo watercolors that I got from Michael's a couple years ago, and I am just going to do simple circles. And I'm going to kind of mix up colors. I didn't want to do like the light colors. I wanted to do a different color on each one of these circle areas. So I am going to do that, and I'm just going to do blues and pinks and purples and teals. and I like how it turns out. I don't know. This layout I have mixed feelings about because I really love Zinnia's layout. It's gorgeous and just so simple and perfect. And I think by me adding the 3 photos, it just gives it a different feel. And so I think that's what I don't like about it, is that my page isn't as artistic and pretty as Zinnia's is, but I still do like the layout as I have created it. And here you can see I was trying to go for a different blue color, but I decided to change it to purple because I did have blue right next to that purple color. So now here I'm going to do a teal, and I really love that. And I'm just kind of doing a bunch of different colors. I think I'm going to do a light pink here, and then a green down in the bottom, like a bright green down in the bottom. So now I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to glue down my photo mat to the right side, and then we'll start embellishing. Okay, so here you can see I have pulled out this sticker sheet, and that is, oh goodness, I don't remember who it's from. I think it was We Are Memory Keepers. It's an older, I think that was like a 2015 collection. Honey, I'm Home, I think, or something like that. And it has been in my stash for quite a while, so I decided I wanted to put it in this kit and use it up. So I am using up a good amount of these stickers on here, and that made me really happy. So you can see I'm just kind of putting them underneath or overlapping on those circles. And that's pretty much all this layout is just kind of adding a little bit of embellishments around the circles. Okay, so now here you can see I'm just finishing up that last circle, and then I am going to pull out my alphas. So I go through my alpha stash and I pull out this Thickers, and I think it's called Primrose, and these are old. These are from Dear Lizzie, and my title's just going to be Play-Doh Games, and my idea was to do the word Play-Doh down the middle like that, and then to do the word games going across the middle of the layout the other way, so horizontal. But I'm going to use these cute little wood grain tile stickers from this We Are Memory Keepers sheet. And here I'm going to fuss around with the title. I was thinking at first I was going to put it right here next to the H, but then I decided I don't really like how that looks, so I'm going to put it underneath the word Play-Doh, and it actually stays there. I really like that. So now I am going to do my whole embossing idea. So I'm just going to do a little embossing. I'm not going to do a ton. So I stamp one of those Ink Road circular stamps and in just a couple places, and then I'm going to add the embossing powder. And here you can see I'm doing that and just keeping it really simple. And I like it when it's simple. I made the other, when I was doing it before, I made it just too hard for myself. So this was a lot easier, and I really like the effect that the embossing powder gives. So here I'm just kind of cleaning up my area, and then I'm going to emboss, and I will come back in a moment and show you the rest of the layout. So I was talking to Daisy, and I told her I didn't really like it, and she suggested that I put some pink over here in the left hand side, since there's not really any pink and all the pink was over on the other side. So that's kind of what I end up doing, is just adding a couple of the pink stickers. Then I'm going to cut out some of these little 1-inch circles from the 6x6 paper pad, and I like those because that one on the top says Cool Beans, and Tinian, one of his nicknames is actually Tidney Beans, like kidney beans, but we call him Tidney Beans. I don't know, maybe that's a weird nickname, but that's one of his nicknames, and I call him Beans all the time. Tinny Beans, Tidney Beans, like that's just his nickname. He's a bean. Amongst other things. So I thought that one was cool up there by his head because it says Cool Beans on it. So I'm just kind of placing these in other areas around the layout. And that is it. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you head on over to Daisy's channel and check out her video. Hers turned out amazing. I absolutely love it. So you won't want to miss it. I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.